Yeah, sure. I'm the founder of Rationale, a research service that provides multi-asset trade ideas by combining technical analysis with a macroeconomic perspective. My background is in treasury and risk management, and over the years, and I've developed strong focus on FX, equities, and commodities markets. Through Rationale, I analyze classical chart patterns and filter opportunities that align with broader market conditions, sector sentiment, and macroeconomic trends. Yeah, that's a common concern though. There are generally two main approaches people use: fundamental side and technical analysis side. So fundamental analysis is about understanding companies' financial health, things like earnings, revenue growth, industry trends, and macroeconomic trends. It's a little bit less, but yeah, investors using this approach try to determine a stock's fair value based on these fundamentals. On the other hand, a technical analysis is more about a price action and patterns. It doesn't solely focus on companies' financials, but instead stocks at a historical price movements, a volume trends, and a key levels to predict a future price behavior. So both have their place, but I focus primarily on technical analysis combined with macroeconomic perspective. That's where Rationale comes in. Rationale is a research, a newsletter service where I share trade ideas based on classical chart patterns with a bit macro touch. I focus on price action and key market dynamics to identify opportunities across different asset classes. Instead of giving a direct investment advice, Rationale helps traders and investors identify potential opportunities by analyzing chart patterns and market conditions. Whether you're a completely new or have some experience in trading, the goal is make financial markets more accessible through structure and a research-driven insights. The goal isn't to give out signals; it's to provide setups that traders can evaluate and act on based on their own approach. Every trader has different preferences for entry points, risk management, and a time frames in charts, for example. Rationale helps filter the noise and highlight setups that fit different styles. A few different reports are provided by Rationale. First of all, Trade Ideas Equities report. It's includes potential opportunities based on chart patterns in stock. Trade Ideas FX Future ETF and Crypto report. That report includes trade opportunities across different markets. Macro side involves here a bit more for sure. Another report is a trade alerts report. It's a report consists of updates on past trade ideas, whether they have a broken out or broken down from the given chart pattern, and the goal is to alert Rationale members when to trade idea is getting into action, because I'm providing those trade ideas through a FX and equities report, but I mean, people do not have that much time to be alert to follow every time. So these trade alert reports help people to be alerted whenever that breakout time comes in. Another product that we provide is a watchlist section, a running list of trade setups that are being monitored. You can continually check the current situation of the given trade ideas. You do not have to always go and find the report that you're looking for. For example, in let's say 25th of February, Google trade idea was shared in the report, but you don't remember which report. So you can go to watchlist section and you can just filter out, depend on the current situation of that trade idea, and it's an easy way to find out where it is. And I also provide some memos. It's more about insights on major market themes, macroeconomic environment, economic data, risk sentiment, about trading, about life sometimes. And yeah, this way, I believe traders get a structured approach to identifying opportunities rather than like a chasing like a random trades. Charts tell the story of like a market movements over time. When looking at stock or like any other asset, its price doesn't move like a randomly. Like certain patterns like a repeat over time, because traders and investors follow similar behaviors. So at Rationale, I like analyze thousands of charts weekly across different asset classes to provide trade ideas accordingly. That's the idea, but not that simple though. I generally like wait for confirmation before marking something as actionable. Before it becomes actionable, at least like there should be a confirmation. A confirmation is a way to reduce risk before entering a trade. Instead of buying too early and getting caught in like a false move, traders wait for like a certain price movements to confirm that a trend is real. So, for example, a Rationale reports a breakout confirmation for equities typically set at like around 3% beyond a key that resistant or support level. This means that rather than just like assuming a stop will go higher, traders like wait for it to prove itself by closing above a specific threshold. Like different strategies exist for sure, and Rationale provides guidance, but traders decide how they want to approach each setup. Yeah, that's a great question. I keep receiving this question. But Rationale is primarily focused on like technical analysis, meaning the emphasis is on chart patterns and like price action rather than company fundamentals. However, fundamental factors like earnings growth, industry trends, or like economic data can support for sure a trade idea. For example, if two stocks show the same chart setup, but one company has stronger financials, it may have like a high probability of success for sure. So while fundamentals are not in the focus, they're acknowledged when they add value to the overall analysis in Rationale. Not at all. Rationale isn't about strict signals. It's a research tool. The reports help traders narrow down potential trade opportunities, but each person should apply their like own strategy, risk management, and trading style. For example, one trader might enter a trade early while another might wait for extra confirmation. Some may hold longer and other like might exit quickly. The reports guide the decision-making process, but the final call is always up to you for sure. I actually track like all trade ideas like using a transparent performance metrics system. Here is how it works. First of all, when you click the performance metrics page in the Rationale website, you'll see that like total given trade ideas metrics. It's a total like a number of trade ideas, trade setups shared. Second, win trades, when the price reaches the expected target of the given chart pattern. Lost trades, when the setup fails and becomes invalid by like touching the chart pattern failure level. Another one is ongoing trade ideas. When you go to performance metric, you'll see that there are like ongoing trade ideas, not acted yet trade ideas, and the ongoing ones are like trades that are still active and have not reached any exit point, neither like a price target nor failure level. So, and the other one is not acted yet trade ideas, as I mentioned. Setups are like setups that are still forming and haven't triggered any entry with like any breakout or breakdown. And the last one is win rate, the percentage of winning trades among closed trades. I also track like chart pattern occurrence and like a target hit rates, which help evaluate how reliable certain chart patterns are. So the current win rate of Rationale is about 46%. It is important to understand that like a lower win rate doesn't like or higher win rate doesn't signal like a poor performance or like a high performance. With a well-managed risk-reward ratio, even like a win rates around like a 30-35% yields positive results. A lower win rate doesn't mean you're losing money. It's all about risk reward mentality. This is where like a R term comes in. R represents the amount of risk you take in a trade. Let's break it down. Imagine the percentage difference between my entry and stop loss level is 5%. And I'm okay with risking 1% of my portfolio, which is, let's say, $1,000. This $1,000 is what I call 1 R now. Now the stock moves 10% up from my entry level. So I've achieved 2 R return, meaning I've made $2,000. In this case, my risk reward ratio is 1 to 2. Even with a 35% win rate, if you're constantly risking 1 R to make 2 R, you will still be profitable. Let's say you take 100 trades and you have a 35 winning trades at 2 R. That makes 70 R within 100 trades in profit. And let's say 65 losing trades at 1 R. It makes 65 R in losses, right? Net result, you'll be up 5 R profit. This is why focusing on risk management and a position sizing is more important than just chasing a high win rate. The goal isn't to be right all the time. It's not possible at the same time. It's to make sure the wins outweigh the losses over the long run. Absolutely, financial markets can seem complex, but the goal of Rationale is to simplify things by providing structure and easy to understand trade ideas. Even if you're not a trader, the reports help you learn how markets move, identify potential opportunities, to understand chart patterns, how the price movement comes in, and understand risk management. You don't need to be an expert. You just need the right tools to make informed decisions. Rationale is here to simplify market analysis and provide a structured trade ideas. Instead of spending hours trying to figure out what's worth trading, you get in Rationale a filtered list of setups backed by research, and with the performance metrics page, everything is transparent. You can track exactly how well different setups are performing. Whether you're trading full-time or just looking for more structure in your a market approach, Rationale helps you navigate the opportunities. So it really depends on your approach to the markets. This is especially useful for also fund managers who need to maintain equity exposure even in stagnant markets. Rationale reports can help identify outperformance within specific sectors grouped by favoring breakout setups over non-movers, aiding in a portfolio allocation decisions. On the other end, for traders, the research providers for this research provides a curated list of potential trade ideas, trade setups derived from scanning 2,000, more than 2,000 charts per week. The focus is on classical chart patterns, but beyond that, it also factors breakout characteristics such as volume trends, broader market conditions, risk on sentiment, risk off sentiment, the macroeconomic drivers, those kind of market conditions, and portfolio risk consideration, which is more is there such a correlated positions and stuff. This allows traders to integrate Rationale insights into their own strategies effectively. So whether you're a long-term investor, fund manager, or an active trader, Rationale offers a structured approach to spotting trade opportunities and managing risk.